Hello there gamers, I'm Drekop, and as you're seeing, I've already played a lot of this rotation here already. It was first of all Twinlands Run to 9s, we did that in a perfect 48 games, no less. First time we tried to. Nice. Also a short overfishing session. And while I'm rambling a bunch here, might as well just a bunch of scenarios on you. 4 times 200, these scenarios. First one here is from the Twinlands actually, so that is really nice because that is really well. I believe it's all 1 or 0 night waves in Mothership. And this is actually the best one, the Nightless one. So only by a few X, of course, they're all 110 still. These other two are with my usual group these days. But yeah, so much about that. Talk a bit about some other things. I'm not quite sure how many more episodes I'm gonna record in this season. This will probably not be the last because inevitably there will be a golden rotation. There's a chance I might be on the road for that, but if I'm not, of course, I'm gonna try to. For that as well. I think we've shown off JSJ enough at this point. One will see. Yeah, some talk a bit about the map and where we ultimately stuff like that. So from what I can tell now, I mean, definitely eels and fish sticks are quite the problem on this map that can potentially make it challenging. But something that I also noticed is that the community has adapted to that fact very well. Again, all of the recent rotations on this map, I was expecting to be like eel hunting a lot because that's what you do on this map. But it turns out all of my freelancers agreed pretty much. The problems were a lot rarer than like the first week. That is really nice, of course. You see, as much as you might be raging about your randoms at some point, justified or not, I guess. Yeah, they're humans too, and they also think about things. They do adapt. Sometimes they make good adaptations. So yeah, I'm actually not getting too many eels and fish sticks these days because people know to prioritize them highly. What I'm instead getting is like the same bosses as always, pretty much. We like mostly steelheads, drizzlers. I also tend to get a lot of flyfish on this map. They are good, I guess. Way looking at the scenarios, I guess. So yeah, that being said, where do we rank the map in comparison to other maps? Like how easy is it? How hard is it? How do I like it? How's it for overfishing and all that stuff? First up for difficulty, I would say probably closer to the new maps than the old maps. Makes sense. The new maps just tend to be nicer overall. But is it as easy as the other two new maps? It's hard to tell actually. The thing with soccer and fishing is they do not have this one or two boss that can completely strangle everything. So they are more balanced in that sense. But of course when they're taken care of, then there's not really any difference. It's quite hard to tell. But the high tide, of course, I'd say the high tide on this map is a little bit harder than the two maps. Because you just do not really have defensive positioning. Like, you have that little platform behind the basket and not perfect. Like, it can easily get attacked by various things. How small it is, and it's especially, of course, but also combinations of missiles and other things. You name it, there's just no space. You have to fight for your space very aggressively on the high tide. Like, even more extreme than spawning grounds in a way. What you can do in spawning grounds is go in a circle and mostly be fine. Here you do not really have that circle. You have a dead end left, you have a dead end right, and You have that one jump behind basket, and I guess also on the left side, but it's also in a bit of an awkward position. It's a bit like that outpost ramp at the front right. So if you played Splatoon 2, that position was also in the weak, except actually a little bit better because you still had the way through the window. It's slow, but it was there. It didn't exactly get you back into the house when you wanna be in the house, and that position was a whole lot weaker than the basket. Of course, I've said this before. It's a resembling outpost here, and Fission, of course, is resembling outpost with the wells and stuff. So the hopes are high that outpost will not get copy pasted here. They gotta change that map if they bring it back, right? King Salmon, let's do the work on it. Anyway, I digress. So Jammin Salmon Junction here. So yeah, it's probably roughly as easy as the new maps, quote unquote easy, of course, because easy and hard is always relative. Who plays it and who are the other players? Various factors, really. It might be exactly between the new map and the old maps. Then of course Grants is a lot closer to the new maps, I say. And then for overfishing, I have not done many overfishing sessions on it yet. My impression so far is, from what I've played and what I've seen other people do, is that it's probably a very good overfishing map. Could be pretty much as good as fishing, honestly. Like, they're close. Like, they must be close. The snatchers are almost always advantages on normal tide, and just helps so much. You do not have that on other maps. Do not even have that on Grants, because Grants is, you know, a little bit unique in that sense. It has only 3 snatcher directions, as the usual far, and will always optimize one of the you of course need to align them with spawns. Timing wise, it has to align. With only time to like 50 or at most 40 seconds or something to get any snatch optimization done. So yeah, that is only half of the spawns. Could possibly even be optimized if the snatchers were the directions. But yeah, overall, seems like a pretty powerful map. As seen by me just getting for 200s for the first time in my life. Well, that was 3, like, each run gone Grants and then big run. You know, it's just far and the least amount of games technically, because it was just 12 games of overfishing. Really 25% ratio of 200 there I've ever seen. Yeah, for these other 2 rotations I mentioned, played a lot more for that, and these got out of them. And also, of course, many more 109. Right, and how do I personally like the map? For the most part, I enjoy playing other maps because I just enjoy playing Salmon Run. And yeah, it's a nice map, I would say. Don't think I would quite call it my favorite because I'm not that high on the high tide with how overly narrow it is. And the low tide also reminds me of the yard low tide a bit, which was also definitely the worst part of that map. Hope we still get it back, because it would be an immediate best map, probably. Anyway, that is not even the only thing about this new map. Reminds me of Yard. The Gorilla and Seeking and Rush Waves, they're all fairly good for scores, actually better than the other maps in this game. There's also something it has in common with the alt Yard, because that was just really good for the night waves. That lives on here. The normal tide day is also really good. Who knows, maybe we will just not see art back maps. A little bit sad, but I mean, well, we'll be able to deal with it if that happens, of course. I'm just happy we do have 5 maps now, and we'll get a few more. 5 has always been a good number, so I wouldn't even be mad if we do not get another. If we do not get another, then of course that raises another question. What are we gonna do with the Salmons here? May or may not do another season next season. I'll make that decision based on what kind of content gets added to Salmon Run. Like if they add nothing new to show off, then I might skip for that. There is a season, I believe it's called. Then let's see what happens after that. As long as they add some new stuff that is worth showing off, we will of course do here. Until then, might do some additional event rotations or other rotations. Interesting in some ways. Alright, actually, I just wanted. You're right. That's a bit. Will be a double roller rotation, so actually do that. I'll think more about that as. Right, do I have anything to say about the map? I think I pretty much everything I wanted to make. So yeah, I'm just gonna make a cut here and I'll see you in the first game of that level max. Right, we are here with the game. Let's see what we get. Level max, there we go. Cohozuna, oh, that is a good name. I'm trying to remember, did I see that name before? Love my puns anyway. I may have seen it in an entirely different world before anyway. Familiar, but I cannot link it to a player right now. Anyway, here is that infamous high tide already. I do have the Grisco Blast on that shot. Be really nice for creating more space for people. You're already getting spawn camped. Don't forget about the lasers here. Also check comms of course, I also need to build with the randomizer. Yeah, and clearly the best weapon for lasers here, so that is what we might focus here. The Viper goes ham on them as well. It is not mine, it would have followed me here. That was killing it, there we go. More rain coming. I do not trust myself to be able to get that tarp back to the Drizzler, so just do damage there. I'm looking at me there. But this is tricky. Yeah. And it was also bad. Okay, we'll jump after this one. The next throw was very debatable, but wasn't quite sure what else to do, so I just rolled with it. And let's hit more of damage now. That bomb could have gone to the flyfish, honestly. Wow, 68. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, and that overfishing session I did for the 12 games, of course. We saw exactly one high tide, and it was the fog. No high tide day, no high tide other night. And I really do wonder what high tide have changed things. As it is a little special on this map. Like, it has high potential, but in both directions, like in awesome directions and in really problematic directions. Eventually we will more of them. I cannot get that stupid, but as used in the fish stick, that works too then. Heal, thank you. This player may or may not get the steelhead. But they didn't. Then my blind was their second one along. Not two again, but I'm just gonna slam him. Need to get this. Zone. I did not know when the floppy would drop there, so it just went back out immediately. The 61, alright, this is definitely not 200 pace if we don't get like high tide mothership or something like that. Could be a really nice freelance game still. But I have not managed a 60 plus on low tide free. Good. The bamboozler, wow, every wave we had a reflux. And there's also big risk of blaster, of course. Low tide, it should be a problem because you know it's low tide. The set that we have here, it's not very powerful. It's okay though. Oh, dang it. How often have I fallen into this now, this rotation? Yeah, like we're jetting that, never mind. I can get the other one. Oh, it says two. That's the other thing, is I'm kinda bad with bamboozler. Of course I know how it works, I did the weapon guide and all. It's just so technical still. Execution with it is not easy. Let's swim a bit here to actually get to that stinger. We can get a 60. And that nothing because there actually went enemies there. Oh, I thought I could throw, but then my feet were painted and I didn't ink refill. Yeah, this is like less 180 on freelance because why the heck not? That was amazing. Whoa, 191 even. Let's go. That is, I believe, the best games we ever got on Daily Salmons. Yeah, unfortunately, I will be leaving this team. I mean, I will recruit immediately. But yeah, see you in the next lobby. May or may not be this team, I do not care. Okay, we're back here. That took a while, so might be different lobby. One player is still here and the other two are different. I got the Hydra. Well, as you may be aware, I'm practiced with that. High tide as well. However, it's not good at shooting eels, so I will need some help from there. From it. Much better. Do not get away with these eggs. Buffy's gonna die no matter what, I just hit lesser there of course. Not sure if I still hurt. That. This. Refill. Good stuff. Ah, Dang it. I was hoping for a scrapper to be turned to me there, that would have been perfect. And please. I could have got the flyfish. You're coming, no rain please. Alright, I'll just whale this. Like, I'm running away and someone else is running away with me, this isn't good. Oh, we somehow got the flyfish, nice. I mean, we did have a shot pro and Stamper here. Not this. Right. Excuse me. Always the hydrated game was too much talking without drinking, I guess. Right, make us back on. We all lost through that wave. Always stay hydrated, especially when talking. Like, we do not need 3 players to go there. Get this head. Yes, I can. My aim is correct anyway. Yeah. Works. Carry that. Right, no one's on the way to the stinger. A really good weapon for it. The farthest fish stick there. Get in range though. I'm not sure what I would have ranged down there because it's on the high ground. Up here, really not sure. I'm not gonna test that now. I'm very low on ink and chased by everything here. Okay. That's the second parry in one wave. Alright. Wait, quick note on wave 2 there. What I did there was actually quite spicy. Like, I lost our focus and stuff, so what I then did was just just the random things. When I saw the statics, of course, tried to catch through them while, which of course failed. Like I went too early off the flyfish and then did not actually end up hitting it. But at least I did hit a scrapper that no one else has to deal with, and it's a big spot of HP after all. But, well, the whale wasn't quite as intended, it did some things. I was just trying to kill random things and create space so I deliver those eggs, and we did it just in time. Nothing was lost there. The end. Go in the lobby. Okay. His last voice. That's a completely different team. Looks like matchmaking is populated again now because it's the weekend. In the last rotation I was at 9s, which was also on this map when I played on day 2. I actually had matchmaking trouble. That was not on the weekend. That may be a really big factor there. Exactly that rotation here. Trying to remember, it may have been exactly when I recorded the episode, in fact. Maybe you remember for me. So of course, the matchmaking trouble, it's not in the video, like it's only mentioned. Best or worst or whatever. Yep, that there. Hopefully it's not alive. Cannon isn't died. They do drop here. Stinger spotted. Leave me alone, car. For a little longer. Okay, the car wasn't crashed, so it will be following me to basket here. Dead. We saw a lot of missiles get out here. I'm not killing the car just now. Ah! Perfect rain. I did not see where it started to end it, I just saw it was there. Of course, a very lethal combination with missiles. Meddling fries. Still to paint here before we jump. That is well. Not the most mobile comp here. Got range blaster. Oh, what? Did he hit me? I didn't quite see it. Thank you for that bomb. It may have just been a movement error, like hitting the wall, and it has happened to me a few times as well in this rotation alone. Minor nuisance. Let's stop playing here. Silent for now. Just following me, okay. This is a weapon that I can 1v1 at fast with. I'm seeing you. Ah, dang it. Mark came up a little bit than I expected. I might die here. Ah, yeah, the fish stick painted my feet, I couldn't get out. What? And that thing just happened to have my back. Fish sticks definitely were kind of major, but I could not get that last one. We got Letters matchup here. Only DPS here is the tent targets. Anyway, the more AoE the merrier typically. It should still be fine because it's high tide. And of course I'm definitely the best weapon for fish sticks here again. Me. Dang it, that was the explosion there. And the crab also does other things, so... Maybe scrappers are a bit of a problem here though, for this weapon set too. Oh, the booyah didn't go on the scrappers, no. Maybe now? Dance, go. He's coming for someone where I'll hear a... Oh, this is bad. I have the wrong special. Just kill less, try to run X. Oh, not enough time. But far X close, but... Oh, we definitely lost because that booyah didn't go on the scrappers and much time was wasted with them. Just hit something left of them that we probably could have killed with main weapons. Fortunate. And of course the other thing is likely we would win if I'm not spending like half of my energy talking over the wave, yeah. But as far as see you next lobby. Alright, we are with similar team. We are also running into a few card users here, like SRS or OFS above. Hello there, if you're watching. Yeah. Do not need to there. Often on this comp. A short range here. Take not. I'll take out this because I'm already here and I'll be waiting for everything. No, with this being short range, still hits by basket might actually be tricky to deal with. Well, I'll range or something, then I'd feel more inclined to just let the thing come. Or if I can personally just snipe it from anywhere. I've said this in before. None of the strategies, tactics or whatever really changed at hazard level max. Just a whole lot of more to do. Game we play, it's the same in our rank. Just more of it. Dang it. I think I got some healing in, but Brent wasn't quite as lucky here. Even if killed them, who knows? Really easy stuff. Okay, statics here. Try to bring the car. Right? Quick roll. Perfect. Did exactly as intended. Angle was a little bit tricky, so I may have failed the combo there. Lingza definitely would have failed. Yeah. If you... I mean, it's very unlikely that you are, but if you somehow were looking for anti-Lingza propaganda, come to the right place. Literally the only person in the world thinks it's actually inferior to the Splat-Roller. Because it just has this completely useless horizontal flick. Ah, dang it. No home run there. Die, thank you. But you got killed too? You had that anyway. A bit before I killed mine. And the combo. Bota. First stick, of course, all three weapons are better than me. Because I did not that at all. Just to give me a shower and some X. More high tide. The high tides that in overfishing, it's of course always there, and sensors. Ways of play. Here I'm not sure who it's on. Not me. Or is it? Not sure. Okay, no, it's definitely not me now. 2 down. Definitely striking these things. Ah, no! Strikes are getting worse and worse. It's not a panic special. Okay, I wouldn't have died, but... I just throw the third anywhere. My main goal here was to get other fish sticks and then do some damage to other things. I think. Not mine. Everything looks the same, everything looks green. This is mine. Finally a missile that I'm not seeing and that just kills me with Splash. These are just blocking us now. Great, the target died and I'm being targeted again here. I cannot do anything. And started off so well, now we cannot win games anymore apparently. It's when they do not get killed at high tide and you lose, it is what it is. You're in the next lobby. Till we get that king. And I'm king's better. I did not take a break or anything. I'm the same, that's cool, I guess. Find 7 again, but the other 2 I believe are new. I'll find. This comp does have range for sure. Around it to me. Oh, things to just wait for. Right? Less us and get the head. More less us. I kinda want to just throw a bomb in there. There we go. Okay, may have lost the maw here. Kill it. Like I can breathe, hopefully. Movement there, I landed my greening and way out, of course. Things alright, big shot. That is of course a prime target for me here. 9 DPS. Gonna wait for cycles, anything, just get rid of him. Also move my life here. We're close to quota. Ugh! The fish stick damaged me from all the way over there, maybe. That's a case of getting stuck and being weak enough for a co-op one shot. They do like 60 or something. It's not hard to get 40 damage onto you. Standing and greening cooldown can already do that. Hey, this is a camp. Yields, they are hard to spawn camp with this. I do not have a special that matches up well against them. I fixed my mistake here. Just the hitboxes, they're just wonky with swords. Just becomes a problem. With only Hydra to really hit that from range. Is following me. Dead, perfect. But out there, I don't want this to get pushed into me. Okay, good. He is following me, yep. Go. Following Hydra. Die. Oh, I'm the one that dies? No. Bounced very tragically. I think. Because I didn't get the full charge that I meant to get. I let go of it slowly. My increase is being painted away by the fish stick. Oh, but we've certainly snowballed after my mistake there. No AoE here, but a lot of shitters, of course. You could come to me. Does no one want the stinger? Right, I unseen that one, so grab that one. Or she could like cancel the crap early when you actually want your mobility back. And with Inkjet. Well, Inkjet needs water to be cancelled, so that's free. That's over there. Oh! I just placed my missiles there, dang it. I should have chosen a different path. For theirs. Dang it, I've had the revive. This is hard to kill. Getting another victim. I do not have a special that can do anything here. I needed support. A big factor here for sure was that early game. I trusted my team that they just get the stinger and then no one felt responsible. That was really awkward. They've just gone there myself and would be a whole different game. Lobby. Right. Just need a clear and a king. We're getting to wave 3 every time until the end of it as well, I believe. There's not enough for that goal. I think that now, goodbye crabs. Really just do not want crabs for these games. Crab only works not when the team is here now actually strong. Like, that's not let snowballs happen. There are 2 players near the fly fish, no reason to go there. Excellent. Here, okay, that might be dead as well. I'm failing that, but I know I would because I was that far away. Go. A lack of anything else to do, I just attack that heal early. X. Let it come. First X around basket, please. For you. That's wave 1. But we still need to survive here. Oh, a big shot. Oh, that's a gift. Barely killed any this whole rotation, like I'm probably under 20 or something. More than 60 games. Like the other one I'm not getting, but that's fine. Anything between big shots being rare and between me just not being the fastest to them. Of course you know me, I do have an aversion to fighting them with weapons that do not have DPS. Obvious reasons. This eel might be on me. I got this thing, nice. I tried to get around the snatcher there, but dumb. Waited a bit. I succeeded, of course. Yeah, this is also my first S-Blast, I believe. Not Trace Slash, that's the only weapon I haven't seen yet. Be all on YouTube. I mean, I'm not gonna put every single game I played on YouTube. Almost every single game, though. Salmon Run this year. And the overfishing highlights. Got hit by the wave, but that was expected. Oh, look how big that blast is. Just jumped for mobility there and direct, that was all the damage I needed. Heck! Ah! Pressed A, but was too late, already didn't count anymore. Right, we have 3 again. We do have 2 Inkjets now instead of 2 crabs. The jet squelcher. Oh, 2 Stampers though. to see it. And low mobility on this set though. On me. Such that mobility is a little bit weakened by it just not having DPS to punch the cards. Might will be needed to ground. Then of course this upper passage on the right here as well is very useful. An attack, thank you. We'll take that 3 for 1. Ah, don't hurt it because they wanted us X2. Anyway, what are we jetting actually? Not really targets for it. Could like get behind that eel. It seems a little slow. And then the ink strike beats me to that stinger right as I'm seeing it. We'll get behind that eel, and then there's another one spawning. Nice, I got the egg too. A lot of eels at the end here. The sink jet, of course, is as debatable as it gets. Just wanted to clear some messes so the others don't have to. There we go. I feel like I'm getting way more Cohozunas than Barras here. I guess it brings us closer to finally... I mean, I'm still more than 200 away. Right, well... I was like thinking about... We wanna jet here and I'll keep it for anything that pops up. Too high for this to attack me there, okay. Definitely the target to jet. I was out of range. Ah! No wavy waves here for anyone. And I wanna let this net show with all the X move. Goes into basket. To where the Cohozuna is in fact. That is the only thing that matters, not the basket is or anything. I guess we killed it at flipped over to 10. Yeah, we still killed it. Which did we get actually? I think that was also one of the better games here. So high 50. Only that last wave though, like 152. Definitely better than what you can expect as average here when playing HLM freelance. Or freelance in general, honestly. Games go like badly, they can very well be like just 100 or something. Yeah, that will be this Daily Salmons, and so far another one may or may not be the double roller. Some even patience, young, the other fish.